this is a question that I had come in that I wanted to answer for you today. Somewhere during my quest for menopause info, this is a question that was submitted. I heard or read that we often miscalculate our intake of food and output of calories, and that accurate data is most informative. So now I've got a Fitbit, I'm keeping tabs on water consumption, food, and exercise, and I'm noticing that if I eat everything, Dana, that you're recommending, my calories may be higher than my output. I'm walking around, I'm going up and down stairs, I'm getting my 10,000 steps, I'm working out when I can. But last night I ate 1/8 of a cup of pumpkin seeds and it pushed my calories up high. Is this part of the process to accept that it's not all about calories? I don't feel like my diet is consuming my life, but I think about it a lot. What do you think? I'm Dana Lavoie. I'm an acupuncturist and herbalist, and I specialize in helping women have an easy menopause naturally. There's so much you can do with diet, lifestyle, a few key supplements, and maybe some herbs to help your body go through menopause the way it was meant to, which is with minimal symptoms, not much discomfort. This is, in Chinese medicine, this is a really fun, exciting time for women, actually. It's called the second spring. And so my mission is to share this information with as many of you as I can, how to have an easy menopause. One of the things that women run into during menopause that's really frustrating is weight gain. I'm eating the same thing I've always eaten, and all of a sudden I'm gaining so much weight. Or, I go on the diet I've always used when I want to lose a few pounds, and it's not working anymore. Why is this happening, and what can you do about it? And it can be the start to a frustrating and defeating cycle of dieting and not losing weight. And, it can get really, really stressful. And so I want to throw out a few ideas here to help with that. Yes, I think that it is not all about calories, that the idea that if you make like a math equation with the number of calories you eat and the number of calories you burn through exercise, right? And you think that's how I'm going to lose weight, is by burning more calories in exercise and eating less calories. It's going to be a formula that's going to lead to weight loss, where I can calculate what my weight loss is going to be. That is not the answer. I don't find that works consistently. And especially if you're gaining weight and you're eating exactly the same that you've always eaten your whole life. But now all of a sudden you're eating the same, but you're gaining weight. So what changed? The truth is that hormones play a huge role in affecting whether you lose or gain weight. Probably more than calories. And there is a great quote that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me just see if I can, I've got a few things I want to share with you. Okay, so here is a quote from JJ Virgin, who I just love, and she knows all about weight loss for women. And she says, calories do count, but hormones count far more. You want to eat foods that trigger fat-releasing hormones and build muscle so that you can become lean quickly. So that's the thing that's missing in the equation is, yes, calories in and calories burned can determine if you lose or gain weight, but your hormones and your metabolism determine how much you're craving, how much you're hungry, and how many calories you're burning per hour when you're just doing whatever, whether you're exercising or sitting around on the couch. Increasing your metabolism and increasing the hormones that trigger fat release, right? So some hormones tell your body to store fat, store fat, store fat. And it's easy to get more of those hormones in menopause so that your body just takes calories and turns them into fat whenever it can. What you want is to change the hormones that are circulating in your bloodstream so that there's more of the hormones that say, oh, calories, great, let's use them up by making our skin more beautiful. Let's use them up by producing anti-aging substances, not let's store those as fat for later, right? So that's the shift that you want to happen by balancing your hormones. And then weight loss becomes so much easier. Then if then you can talk about calories a little bit, maybe decreasing them a little bit to lose weight, but without the hormones and the metabolism in place, just looking at calories or just looking at calories and exercise can be very self-defeating. And I want to talk about exercise for a minute, because while exercise is really, truly wonderful and important for weight loss and metabolism, sometimes doing the wrong kind of exercise can actually make it harder to lose weight. So having a lot of sort of regular activity in your daily life, being active, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, standing up, walking around, like not sitting all day is great. That kind of exercise is great. But when you go to work out, you will probably find that doing something like a really targeted 10 or 15 or 20 minutes of intervals of high level cardio 3 days a week might help you lose weight more than, jogging for 2 hours every day or going to the gym for 90 minutes. Sometimes longer periods of exercise without enough rest days in between can actually create a lot of inflammation and cortisol and hormones in your body that make it harder to lose weight. So it's not like, well, if exercising 20 minutes helps me lose 1 pound, then exercising at the same intensity for 60 minutes is going to help me lose 3 pounds. That is not a direct equation either. So I wanted to mention that. So it's not all about just calories. They are not the total answer. And so what is the answer? What is the answer? How can you change things in your body so that it's easy to lose weight and to lose fat? And I wanted to give you some pointers on that. I've got a great article, which I will link to below, from JJ Virgin in that same article, where she gave us that quote about, it's about calories, but not nearly as much as it's about hormones, that hormones are more important than calories when you're losing weight and increasing those fat releasing hormones into your system. So some of the things that are going to help you to do this, to boost your metabolism, to get the right kind of hormones circulating in your body, is protein. Protein is really important for boosting your metabolism, for stabilizing your blood sugar. She even calls it a magic bullet for fast fat loss, right? So it helps you make muscle, it helps you get rid of fat, it helps control hunger, it really helps to even out your blood sugar, which is hugely associated with your hormones. And another thing is fat. Some people think, oh, I want to lose weight, I'll eat less fat. Boom, like that. That does not work like that for a lot of women. It's because fats are really important, because when you eat carbohydrates or anything at all sugary, your body puts those calories into your bloodstream. It's just like, boom, sugar infusion. And if you have enough fat on board, then those calories are leaked into your bloodstream slowly and steadily over a period of time instead of in a big surge. And that is so much better for your metabolism and evening out your blood sugar. So what is the deal with fats? Healthy fats like avocado, coconut, olive oil, nuts, and seed can reduce your appetite, stabilize your blood sugar, and like I said, they do that by slowing down the release of sugar into your bloodstream after you eat. It also is really great for evening out your energy. So without fats, it's really, really hard to stabilize your blood sugar. And then you want to make sure you're getting plenty of slow release carbohydrates in your diet as well. These are going to be like vegetables, basically. They're filled with micronutrients. They have the fiber that you need for healthy bowel movements. There are so many reasons why they're good for you. They're great fuel and energy for your body. And they break down slowly. So again, they're going to help you have that even burn. And so we're talking, beans like hummus dip, quinoa, wild rice, black beans, lentils, and vegetables, leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. Having a really good percentage of those in your diet helps in many, 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 many ways. And this article that I'm going to link you guys to that is so great has a little picture, really nice picture of it. I'm going to post it for you guys. I love it. I do this too inside my program. I have pictures of plates. I make your plate into a pie chart every time you sit down to eat. And have you got the right percentages of the different kinds of food on your plate? Because you can look at your plate and say, gosh, I need a little more veg, a little more fat, and a little less protein or something. And your plate pie chart is actually a really easy way to gauge, because you might be eating a healthy diet, but maybe you could optimize it for weight loss a little bit more by tweaking the percentages of what you're eating at each meal. So, what have I got? Let me find the picture of this plate. It's a really, really, really nice one. It's prettier than mine. So, a quarter of the plate is filled with healthy fats. Dietitian Cassie says at least 2 tablespoons every time you eat. So the amount of healthy fats that we're talking about might be higher than you expect. So look into the specifics on that. Protein is another quarter of your plate. And then non-starchy vegetables is almost the other half. So you've got your fats is a quarter, your protein is a quarter, and then the other half is like non-starchy vegetables is 3/4 of that, and then there's a little pie slice where you have your slow release carbs like rice and quinoa and beans and fruits, things like that. So that's basically your plate. The carbs are a little smaller, the vegetables are bigger, and you've got good servings of healthy fat and protein on there. That's kind of what you're looking for pretty much every time that you eat. There are also a lot of ways that you can boost your metabolism once you have that kind of healthy plate sort of basis for your diet. Specific things that you can do are, let me grab these here. I wrote them down for you guys so I would remember to put in all the really good ones. Here we go. So using spices is a really fun one. I kind of learned about this recently, and I'll link to some information about this below as well. But using like cinnamon, turmeric, cumin, even hot peppers if you're not too hot, cardamom, even herbs, but spicy spices, like chili and curry and things like that. Cinnamon has quite a sweet taste. You can put cinnamon and ginger in your smoothie. You can put turmeric in your scrambled eggs. Black pepper, lots of ways you can spice things up, and remembering to shake these into your food kind of more often will help to boost your metabolism. And how easy is that? You're still eating the same amount. It's even more delicious. Coconut oil has these special oils in it called medium chain triglycerides, which you can also take as a supplement, but they are in coconut oil naturally, that are amazing for boosting your metabolism. So think about coconut oil. It's a wonderful heat for high heat cooking, and it's delicious. You can put it in a smoothie. You can, spread it on bread. You can melt it on vegetables like butter. And if you're eating a lot of starchy carbohydrates, right, like white rice, white flour, white potatoes, things like that, think about swapping them out for things like quinoa, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes, because you can still eat just as much. And quinoa and sweet potatoes still taste quite satisfying. And yet they're going to have a really different effect in your body. And plenty of protein. Not only is protein important, but it's important to eat protein often enough throughout the day. If you eat protein, 3 to 6 times a day, that is really going to help to boost your metabolism without eating any less or anything like that. So those are some of my favorite tips for metabolism boosting, and my answer to the question, is it all about calories? No, it's more about, I say, hormones and brain chemistry. Calories are in the equation, but they are not the deciding factor. And I really hope that your takeaway from this can be that this is good news, actually, that this is good news because it means you can eat plenty and still lose weight if you're smart about it. And my name is Dana Lavoie. I am an acupuncturist and herbalist, helping women through menopause easily. And while I get a lot of questions about weight loss, and I try to give a lot of answers and support because that's what a lot of women are struggling with, if you're having trouble losing weight all of a sudden during menopause, the truth is it's probably because your hormones are changing and they are changing your metabolism. And bringing your hormones back into balance is the thing more than anything else is that going to help you to lose weight and to help all your other signs of menopause and of aging come back into balance and be reduced as well. And so that's really what I care about the most, helping women find the diet and lifestyle tweaks that are the most important for helping the body to balance hormones naturally, and then using Chinese adaptogenic herbs to help balance the hormones. Because like I said, if we can balance those hormones, everything else, including metabolism, can fall into place. And so I have been trying to figure out how I can share. In China, in Asia, women grow up knowing herbs can help with menopause. And when they start to get close to menopause, they either go pick up what they need at the store or they go to the local herbalist. They get these basic menopausal combinations and boom, they have such an easy time with menopause. So I'm trying to find ways to make those really targeted Chinese and adaptogenic herbal supplements available in a customized way to women here in America. So if you're interested in learning more about that, head on over to my website, and where it says work with me, check out Menopause Basics Herbs. I've come up with 16 different herbal combinations specifically for menopause. And if you're interested in joining me for that, we would have a consultation. We would figure out which program was the best for you, if it needed to be customized, and then they would be handily delivered to you every month. And there's all kinds of fun things that are included in the program. So if you're interested in including some Chinese herbs for menopause in your routine, I have figured out a way to make it easy and as affordable as possible. Seriously, it's amazing. So check that out on my website. Leave a comment below if you have questions. You can schedule a call with me, a free call with me if you have questions. Remember to leave me questions that you want me to answer in my Facebook group, Menopause Basics, or on my Facebook page, Dana Lavoie LAC, and I will come on back and answer them for you to help you have an easier time balancing your hormones. So that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. I'm Dana Lavoie.